let's get into it. Hey guys, in this video, we need to catch up on some stuff. Let's get into it. Since we last spoke, Own the Moment NFT tweeted out this hidden Easter egg from the source code of the Top Shot website. They found in the code this document which says Finals Showcase Tournament. Create a showcase of 5 unique players you predict will score the most fantasy points in the finals. Feel free to update the showcase daily, set up your lineup by tip-off, and we'll update standings daily. Now, below that, they've got points, 3 points for a 3-point field goal, 2 for 2, 1 for a 1 point, 1.2 for a rebound, 1.5 for an assist, 2 for a block, 2 for a steal, -1 for a turnover. This caused everyone basically to navigate to the Nets, who are the favorite to go to the finals, or at least one of the shoe-in favorites. And this is Kyrie Irving's moment. He was sitting at around $8, his base moment in the Series 2, and he shot right up to $15. Same thing happened with Harden and Durant and things like that, and some other players who were expected to go to the finals. But this one from Kyrie was the most obvious affected. And all it took was one tweet for that to happen. Now, ironically, I was actually scouting this moment thinking, oh yeah, I'd buy Kyrie for $8 or $9 or $7, wherever he was at. But then he shot up, and he is only 61% in circulation. So we're expecting some more of these as well. But that's what happens in Top Shot world. Someone tweets something and everyone reacts. Now, the other thing that happened was we saw Ben Simmons' Cool Cat got minted, which means he is up for the next challenge. Speaking of challenges, Zach Lavine finished. Over 10,000 people finished that challenge, which is a record for challenges. Never has a reward moment been minted this many times. 10,130. And you can also see all the moments that cost $161, then dropped all the way back down to $25 after the challenge had been completed. So there wasn't much to recoup after the challenge when it had actually finished. Now, Zach Lavine, he came out high. He started at $100 and immediately, as you know, went all the way down to $40. He hit a floor there, and then he bounced back just like a basketball to $65, $70, and then leveled out back at $55 and kept staying there relatively at $50. It's pretty spot on from the predictions that we had. In fact, probably a little bit less. I think he was meant to be about $60, but we weren't expecting 10,000 completions. We were expecting about 9,000 completions. So Zach Lavine's out, so immediately we were after the next challenge, which, because we saw Ben Simmons was minted already, we thought this would just come up straight away. MGLE Metallic Gold Challenge 26 dropped for DeMar DeRozan. And you need Michael Porter Jr., Kelly Oubre, TJ McConnell, Serge Ibaka, Jonas Valanciunas, Dante DiVincenzo, Malik Beasley, Josh Hart, and Michael Carter-Williams to complete that challenge. Right now, that one is going to cost you $2,000. And all of those moments didn't really receive a bump. I think they were already there in price when it started. People were anticipating the next challenge, and it didn't get a bump from the challenge actually dropping onto the website. You can see Michael Porter Jr. here. He's always been around this price where he's sitting at the $450 mark, maybe a little bit higher, maybe a little bit lower, but nothing substantially crazy, which is interesting. For the higher price moments, they have less fluctuation on these challenges because there's a different demographic going for these challenges as well. Now, which moment are we getting for the Ben Simmons challenge? Well, it's actually the tip-in game winner versus the San Antonio Spurs. Here he is, tipping it in just before the buzzer. So I'm pretty excited that Ben Simmons is a challenge reward. I don't know if I'm going to do the challenge, time will tell, but I am excited that Ben Simmons is a part of the challenge reward. But based on history, I think a lot of people are going to do it. I think the moments are going to be relatively inflated, and I'm not sure it'll be worth it. And maybe I'd be better off buying him in the marketplace on his low tide, just like Zach Lavine when he hit the floor. Speculation's been rife about what type of challenge it's going to be. And we were waiting all day for it, which was a bit of a shame, really. It would have been nice, the Top Shot, to come out and say, hey, this is when the challenge is going to drop or something. Game winners is probably the most prominent theory going out there. This is Harrison Barnes's pretty cool 3-point moment game winner. And when speculation was kind of right, basically when Ben Simmons was minted, the speculation really enhanced. And this is what happened to Harrison Barnes's moment. He went from 7 and he went all the way to 16. I think I saw him reaching $20 at one point as well. He's since come back and corrected back down to around $10. And this moment has also been made an LE recently because Harrison Barnes is going to get a new moment. But all the game winners had a bump because of the speculation. And it wasn't until Jacob put us out of our misery rather late in the day and said, no Cool Cats challenge today, will likely come next week with a twist. Stay tuned. Later, Top Shot Updates tweeted that it was going to be 1 or 2 weeks away with a twist. So goodness knows what that's going to happen. I'm not buying into any of the speculation because the last 2 challenges for Cool Cats have had a curveball thrown in. It started with the 15,000 limited editions being involved, which kept going. And recently, I think they're a bit sick of us calling it and getting it right. So I think they're going to throw a curveball in one way or another. So I'm not buying the speculation. I might try and dip in and buy the news while they're still low before things get inflated. But until I know what I'm doing, I'm not buying the speculation at this point. It's just too risky and, frankly, too much effort. We also had all the Throwdowns minted. So we've got heaps of Throwdowns. Let me go through it. We got 51 plays in a Throwdown set, which is a bit of an odd number. So the best theory is we've got 9 moments per challenge. 1 moment will be a reward, and goodness knows what's happening with the final 51st moment. The challenge rewards will be Blake Griffin, Zach Lavine, Hamidou Diallo, Derek Jones Jr., Anthony Simmons, Donovan Mitchell. The most liquid players in this list are Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Derek Jones Jr., Donovan Mitchell, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Porter Jr., Ja Morant, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Zion has one, Anthony Edwards has one, Jackson Hayes. You can even go through and find out which games these are from going to Crypto Slam, clicking on the moment, finding the date of the moment of the game that it was played, and then searching that game. Now, if you can't be bothered doing all that, go through Top Shot Talk's video. He went through a good 2/3, half of the dunks in there. Some of them are just filthy good. If you keep a straight face while watching some of these dunks, I'll be very impressed because some of them will just make you, they're really good. So he's done a really good video doing all that research for you and showing you a lot of the dunks. Now, in the last video, we went through a bunch of moments from Series 1 base set which were retired because we got a bunch of new moments that were minted. Well, guess what? Another 50-odd plays were minted again. Everything in the Series 2 base set from Clint Capella up has been minted, including heaps of Top Shot debuts, notably JJ Redick. He's finally getting a moment. Other people getting another moment. We got Paul George, Kyrie Irving, Joe Harris, Donovan Mitchell, Clint Capella, Karis LeVert. So all of these players seemingly will have their moments LE'd again, which is why I was scouting Kyrie Irving earlier, because I saw this and I knew he'd be getting retired. So I went to start looking for these kinds of moments. Considering we're going to get playoff packs and throwdown packs, there's a lot of stuff coming our way. Recap on Hustle and Flow. Currently 5,000 people have completed the Giannis challenge. I'm out. I thought it was going to be a bit more rare. Clearly, a lot more people are doing challenges now. There's still 3 days left. It could almost get as high as, or at least as high. It'll at least get as high as Fred VanVleet at 7,000. I think it's going to go a lot further for Giannis and this new Hustle and Flow set. I'm not doing it. It's just, I don't know what's going to happen to these moments after as well. If Cool Cats is anything to go by, all of these Hustle and Flow moments might get halved by the time the challenge is over. Yeah, that's just what I think is going to happen. But for 256, I'm not doing Giannis. Instead of that 256 being for this challenge, I wanted to have it free for Dapper. Now, just keep in mind there was some conjecture about how much this throwdown pack is going to cost. MGLE rare packs in general, they cost $99. But I remember that the All-Star packs cost $230. So that's why, in my mind, I was saving up $230 in Dapper to keep just in case this new throwdown set was $230. I don't know if it will be. I don't know if that's just crazy, but that was just what I had in my mind. $99 is what the rare MGLE pack cost. By the time you're watching this video, or very, very soon, you will be getting a pre-registration pack. Now, there's actually two there now. There's Release 33 and Release 34. You can register for the other one as well. Now, Release 33, which is happening probably today when you're watching this, doesn't have a spreadsheet yet for the moments that we are getting, but keep an eye out for all of these new mints that we've talked about in the last couple of videos. There's over 50 now, and a lot of superstars within them. So keep an eye out for them. Before you start flipping straight away, double check what they're worth. I'd say it all over again on a pack day. Pack days are about buying new opportunities, buying the pack for sure, and then the next day is for selling, unless it's blindly obvious. So if you get a pack, keep an eye out for those new moments. I'm guessing there's a few more 4,000 LE rookies, a few more 12,000 mints that we had in the last drop, and quite a few of these new moments that we've seen getting minted recently. And make sure you've registered for both pre-register packs if you've only registered for one. All right, so chill out on Cool Cats. That's not going to happen for a while. Get your pre-reg pack, find some opportunities. Hopefully they post a spreadsheet in the pre-reg pack so we can see what moments we're actually getting. It's less than... At the time of recording, it's less than 12 hours away from that drop, and we have no idea what's in it. So keep an eye out for all the superstars, the LEs, and make sure you register for both packs. I wish you all the best of luck. Hope you get a pack. Me too. Hope I don't fall asleep again. And I'll see you in the next video. See you then.